Hello, greetings. Thank you for joining us. This is the Animal Kingdom. Today's day is March 2nd, I think, 2018. Look at the happiest place in the world, Mind Control, Disney. Mind Control, one of the mind control institutions of entertainment. MK Ultra at its finest, reptilian. As you can see, they make it pretty clear here. How many places you can come in Florida where you see dragon energies? So the reason we are here, I think I can just do this. I don't know what's going on up here. The reason why we're here is because I'm tired of Epcot. I want to do something a little bit different, I guess. So, yeah, definitely a lot of reptilian energies here. What are you doing here, Ivan? Oh, I don't know. You're to screw with your reality. Connecting more with spirit guide energies, shifting the dimensions, parallel realities. I believe we'll connect more parallel realities. More people are going to feel like they come from another reality, such as one day they have a relationship, next day they don't, and that person doesn't remember them, things like that. So expect more of that. Changes are on the way. Yeah, I can definitely feel that, little by little. Not going to be drastic, whatever, drastic. Whatever word that is. One moment. So I'm going to do a couple of channelings, probably dragon energies, gee, I wonder why. And there's something else I was going to say. But of course, I can't remember anything as soon as I hit the record button. Figures. What are you doing here? Oh, nothing. I'm just not riding any rides and don't really care about any of this crap. Oh. Yeah, I think it's going to go really well. So we're just going to channel for maybe 45 minutes and get the hell out of Dodge. I just want to get this over with, basically. That's why I'm here. I know it sounds a little bit weird. It's like, what are you doing here? To begin with, this is where the Matrix is. Nature, oh. Yeah, it's like a dragon lair here. Not a friendly one. In another dimension, energy. Yeah, it's not friendly at all. So when the weak humans start to realize it, obviously there's Archon energies, but dragons have their own way of doing their own Archon manipulations, let's put it that way. And it's major league. It can be also worse, hostile, putting you in prison. Speaking of prison, isn't that what this world is? But you can't tell anybody that, I guess. They like their jail, as you can see, except the reality that's been given to them. So tonight I was going to do a video about, I've been pretty worn out recently, trying to catch up on questions, not doing too good a job of that. Of course, I have to connect people's energies, and that takes more energy out of me, so it wears me out basically. So that's why I'm not that fast about it, but we will catch up. So, all right, we're going to get out of here. And fifth dimension activation. Here we go.
Just got up, something's wrong. I waited up with wounds on my feet. Where will you be? Flickering through memories, the Polaroids yellowed in the sun, longing to be seen. So come and hide, hide with me, hide with me, hide with me. Come and hide.
Greece, the Empire Curve, I feel. Energies to you. Connections of the light. As humans transition from third dimension to fourth. you'll feel a great amount of more changes, obviously. Even this area alone has fire among it. Fire dimension is connected to this reality. It's an energy dimension. Transition from third to fourth to fifth to sixth. Fire energies within the dimension to help guide you, push you to the other realities if you wish to go so. So it is always working through. It's like the energy of spirit. The fire of spirit was within everyone. And some do flame it out, burn it out, turn it off. Fire energy is everywhere. It's what keeps everything going. So as you connect to this, you see more of yourself, layers of yourself, dimensions of yourself, because fire has many dimensions. It is a level of awakening. And it's that some have difficulty seeing in your reality is burnt out a lot of the higher dimensions to one from the lower dimensions, as you can see. But the lower does have a lot of lessons, because many do get used to this reality and don't know how to come out of it. It's kind of like being stuck in mud and not be able to transition at all. A moment. There's also a ghost dimension that many of you connect with in astral. It's like, where do I go? Where am I? People wonder where they travel to. Ghost dimensions, actually, many of you go for assistance. Once again, more warning. Some of you have other reality, family members that you learn from. You go into the ghost dimension to connect with old relatives, because especially those that just passed, because their energies are still there. So you connect, so you wonder why their energies have not fully left, because they're still connected to the lower realms. They're still learning here. So after people die, they still learn here. This is why they have difficulties letting go. They're learning in a different capacity. Doesn't mean they have not fully let go, but part of them is like, I want to get, now that I left my body, my spiritual self can now go into different realms, and some go into the ghost dimension to exist for a while. Doesn't mean there are ghosts exactly, some are. Others just want to experience that vibration through, to learn from different relatives or whatever it might be, or learn from the living from a different perspective. So you get more, some get addicted to it, they have difficulties letting go. And some do end up in the ghost dimension because they can't come out, because they get addicted to it. Yeah, so the darker side of themselves have difficulties releasing from this reality. There's different reasons for it. Everyone has their own, they have not grown in this world. They go into the ghost dimension, they feel like they can grow there. It doesn't always work out so well. And many do get shut here and even stuck here for hundreds of years, thousands even. Their Atlanteans have energies here. Some do turn into demonic energies depending on their vibration, or some turn into higher, very developed angels, powerful angel beings. So it's different for everybody. As you can go into some do become warlocks in the old world. Once again, everybody has their own way of transforming, changing. So in your realities, you're going to pick up more of this as you channel. Some people channel different dimensions. Channel the higher dimensions, the lower dimensions, the middle dimensions, the zero dimension, which is very common. The zero dimension has a lot of karma, or karma has a lot of drama. And when you connect to aliens, are there too. So if you connect to alien drama, the zero dimension or the lower dimension, however you want to word it, may tap into that very strongly. So as you upgrade yourselves, you will see more into this reality. You will shift out of the third dimension slowly in your own way, basically feeling the vibrations around you, trusting it. Trust is everything in all of this. Many don't trust themselves, they're not ready to let go of this reality. At least the point of view of this reality. Many are having difficulty switching it off. With objects they buy, things they wear, they don't want to change that part of them just yet. So that's why it's hard for them to transform into a fourth dimensional mindset. You can still keep your clothes, your styles and all, but just change your mindset. Shifting your mind when you're having difficulties with. So leaving this reality is very difficult. Now for meditating into the fourth dimension, it's different for everybody. Basically just living your life. Basically many want to transition to spirit easier. That's really what all this is about. Is finishing your lifespan here and moving to another reality. Easier. And some as death. An instant one.
Bright, I called you up just to hear your voice on the machine. Nothing will be like it was, but you will always be my first choice, just as it
Greetings, we are the Insectoids. Have you ever thought about Atlantean insectoids? Insectoids that live within the water. Beings that are ancient ancestors, that are shamans, insectoid shamans that do have telekinesis abilities, able to shapeshift. You can go into your energy very easily, even possess people or beings for that matter. Realize as an insectoid being, we have seen it all. You humans have seen it from your point of view, but as an insectoid, you see everything. Within the corners of your homes, we are everywhere. As you can see, we can crawl into different types of spaces. So, meaning we don't have to be there physically, but we can connect to the vibrations of other insectoids very easily. On your planet, on Mars, on Pluto, everywhere. There are space insects that do roam around the space regions. They might not always show themselves as that in the third dimension, but they can. Some would call it a nightmare scenario when a big bug hits your spaceship, but it does happen, it does exist. You can shift out of the reality or go through it, whatever it might be. So you're all here basically, yes, parallel dimensions are rapid, and you're going to become more known of what now the Mandela effect has always been going on. It just, you never really had a name of it, and they didn't have an internet, nobody really noticed it. Here, well, some did, but there was no way to broadcast it, so it's been actually going on forever. Of course, you come to a reality where your past is most of your humans don't live very long, and it is definitely not easy. You know, your life expectancy is 30 or 15. Seeing the Mandela effect, you might see it, but you have no way to tell because you're about to die. So many of your humans cut that world out altogether. But some use the Mandela effect as an awakening and realize there's much more. Basically, parallel realities are always shifting through you constantly. It's just for you to connect with. Some dramatically go into it when they find a lover or lose a lover. This is also showing what timeline shifts truly look like. Some don't do dramatically, but you can. Many most likely won't. Basically, it's connecting to a parallel reality or timeline. Same thing, technically. to bring in more positive energies for yourself and also more positive energies for your family if it is allowed. Many are having difficulties allowing that to occur because you are here to learn a set of certain skills and shifting. Now, if it's in your timeline to shift that parallel route and to remember it, yes, it will definitely come clear. But many aren't have that. I would call it a privilege. Some call it a nightmare. But our energies are with you, basically assisting your ascension in plain sight, but also hidden. Basically, help you connect to each other. We are connecting energy to help you reconnect your spirit guides, spirit beings. Insectoid energies can be more powerful than most species. Even a lion and a tiger, we can be more fearsome. Look at your Alien movies, for example. So we can become a large creature or a very nice one. We can be genetically altered, but usually we're the ones doing the genetics. Somebody else does it, you have a bigger problem. Many humans are still trying to figure out how to incarnate within insectoid energies, meaning to mixing vibrations. It's not the easiest because you can open up your senses so much, you can see the spirit world and you won't be able to connect to this world. And when you shut it off, people go through a massive depression. It's different for everyone, but an insectoid can have more psychic abilities than a feline and your most advanced beings that you call Arcturian, and Palladian and Syrian. Insectoid can go, and there are still experiments being made even at this time. There's always something new because we're constantly evolving. We take your DNA, we evolve ourselves, make us more complicated, and make us like a mystery species where we cannot be figured out. So as you connect to insectoid energies, I realize also relationships are very insectoid-like. Meaning you're trying to reach into each other's energy field, and like that female that you're connecting to will cut you out because that's the feline side of herself. Possibly it's the feline side, usually it is. They become very blocked and blocks you out, looking for other relationships or just trying to find themselves. It is different, but insectoids aren't the best for relationships. We basically screw and move on. As you can see, many males do that on your planet. It is very custom, actually. Some don't see anything wrong with it. Even females do it. They just screw and move on. It's just showing their animal-like self. So, I think. change the Archons. For right now, at least. Yes, the energies are with you. Assisting you go into the higher dimensions, possibly. Or we're also very good at bringing you to the lower dimensions, as some of you can see. The company IBM is a time-traveling company. It is, yes, of your Illuminati sources, energy of manipulation. And also to show you that some parents are being raised by their kids. If you know what I mean. A lot of Archon energies basically in this place. Changing dimensions constantly. Whatever park you want it to be, it will be. Obviously many here aren't seeing that way, but basically it's like connecting to your energy. You might come in here thinking it's an animal park, but it can be much more. Reach into yourself. And many have difficulties doing that. The theme park within yourself, the world within yourself. As you can tell, many here have difficulties connecting with that. As you reach into your own vibration and see there's much more parallel worlds, realities, your humans, heroes, as you can tell, are not ready for that. As this place brings the child back into the adult, but then again, the adult really never grew up to begin with, as you can see. So it's nurturing that child until it's ready to grow up. And that's when they'll realize incarnations and all that. There's this many difficulties realizing that because they're not ready for it, because the child's soul, at least on this world, especially when you first incarnate into this world, you don't want to leave. You want to hold on to it. So it's talking about incarnation when you first get here. It is like heresy. Especially when they say, live your life to the fullest. And that's what many are here to do. They don't want to think about incarnating right now. They want to think about this life. But many of you have been here so many times, so it's hard of it. That thing about reincarnation, and of course, why the hell did I pick this as a common thought? As you are, some are going to go to the spirit guide realm, some are become alien spirit guides if you want to. Everyone has their own. But many of you are transitioning off this planet, out of this life cycle. Many choose to hold on and to continue another incarnation because they're not quite ready to let it go. So when they hear knowledge of us, talking about aliens and disclosure, many are like, hold back now, not at all. No, I'm not ready for that. Doesn't mean it can't happen or it won't happen, meaning that many are just hitting the brakes. So every time you bring it up, it's almost like heresy. It's like, whoa, none of that. I imagine many of you can pick up on that. Maybe pick up on people holding back. And others of you just would snap your fingers and make it happen. You're sharing your vibrations, your channelings, your healing energies before you transition out of here. Some of you for good. Some of you go into the spirit guide entity if you wish. So many that are connected to the spirit realms have much more to dive into in this world, but they still keep that spirit world energy with them. Some might corrupt it, some might not. Everyone's different. It's the journey. Everyone chooses their own journey. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong, really. Some are having difficulty, especially some are difficulty with negative. Negative has no answers, no answer to the negative, meaning they haven't healed the negativity within themselves yet. And there's a lot of good in negativity, just many don't realize it. And that's where you are, all opening up your own energy forces and realizing there's much more to life than what you're being told, basically. I think we just walked into the wrong direction. I'm not sure where we are. So you're diving into a new paradox, you could say. A paradox, a healing energy, basically, of the higher dimensions. Greetings, we are back. We walked ourselves into a paradox of our own, into a dead end, basically. To realize our energies are very complicated. We can shift ourselves in different vibrations, different realities. We can help shift you if you want to. Connecting to us might not be the easiest because they're not ready for it. That word "not ready" means not time yet. Not time for you to change a direction. Many are holding on to the old ideas, the old realms. Nothing wrong with that. There's nobody better than anybody, because some of the most advanced beings in the universe take forever evolving. So, I mean, take their time, become a womanizer, become a manizer, just get lost, go into the human decay, become homeless, whatever it might be, a reckless lover. So many do take their time. It's like, yes, they're all talking about alien disclosure and everything, and the rest of the world is saying stop it all. But that's not mean to end your message, not at all, because many of you are ready, and you're going to connect more to that within yourself. And alien contact for you is right around the corner. So don't feel like it's not the case. Think again. Take care.
My, oh my. My, oh my. A kiss, and so I did.